Hello, everybody. Hello, Ryo. Hello, Phantom. Welcome. I haven't done the quest yet, so I'm leaving the moment it starts. Aw, Sag. Hello, Chrissy. Welcome. How's everybody doing today? I have an exam tomorrow. Oof. That's unfortunate. How? Okay. It's funny because I don't go back to school until like the 19th. So yeah, I don't think I go back to school for like another week. Cause I go back next Tuesday. So I'm set for a while. I'm set for a fucking minute. 8th through the 26th. That's unfortunate. That's awful. Well, good luck on those. Have good luck. I didn't fall asleep at 5:30 yesterday. I'm tired. Yeah. No, that'll do it. I mean, I wasn't great last night myself. I didn't fall asleep until I didn't get to bed until like 1:30. But I mean, it's better than 5:30. I'm trying my best to keep a good sleep schedule, or at least get back into a good sleep schedule. But you know, that's it's really hard to resist the temptation to sleep in, right? It's kind of wild. The moment I have nothing to do on a day, I cannot wake up to an alarm. So like yesterday morning, I was like, do I have to wake up for anything right now, this minute? No? Okay. And then I just immediately fell back asleep. But otherwise, I'm actually pretty freaking good at waking up to alarms. It's just it's just in any other situation, I suck at it. Like during breaks, I suck at it. Good sleep schedule. I go to sleep at 3:30 at minimum. Eternal breath. Yeah. No, I try my best to keep a sane sleep schedule just because I know how slippery of a slope it is. Getting good sleep solved many of my mental issues. It's awesome with Sleep Creator. It's crazy. It's insane what good sleep can do. It's wild. Yeah, I recommend it to people, and like, it's dumb because like bad sleep and bad mental health is kind of like it's a negative feedback loop that's really hard to get out of, because like being in a bad mental health state causes bad sleep, and bad sleep causes worse mental health, so it just spirals. Pretty sure getting a consistent 10 hours. Yeah. I hope. I mean, I get, on most days, I get 8, but occasionally I'll get 10, and it's such... Oh, it's so wonderful. Hello, Genki, welcome. Welcome. So I should probably mention, I put this in my stream notification in Discord, but I am also streaming on Twitch right now. This is like a test. I don't know how this is gonna go. Oh, whoa. Okay. Never mind. Magic the Gathering made a comment about their AI art recently. That is interesting. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so I am streaming on Twitch right now. So we'll see how this happens, how this works. I guess it'll be funny. I don't know. Elarica, welcome. We're just chilling right now. I'm gonna do the Navia quest here in a bit. Probably do some dailies and some resin, and then do the Navia quest. But yeah, I think Phantom told me to like I should consider dual streaming on Twitch. I was like, actually, that's a freaking phenomenal idea. Looking it up, it's actually not that hard to do, so that's what I'm doing right now. I want to say I have Twitch chat up. Yeah, I do have chat on the main screen. If I do have chat on the main screen when we're like playing Genshin. So I hope Streamlabs catches the Streamlabs Twitch thing in the bottom right of the screen right now, catches both Twitch and YouTube chat. Actually, let me test that right now. I'm not logged in on the widget. Yaga. Oh, it does work. Fuck yeah. Okay. That's so cool. Yeah, so I have both Twitch and YouTube in one chat box on stream. So yeah. She seriously asked up on Twitch. I mean, I don't think I have partner actually, so I don't think you can. But you know, it's whatever. Taylor Swift Geo's version? Hell yes. We about to go Geo. So I was like, I can find a link to your Twitch. That is actually a good fucking point. Let me go put that in announcements. Twitch, that's https: twitch.tv/somewhalemilk, because somebody took that shit already. Isn't having on both Twitch and YouTube chat on one screen? It is now, actually. It wasn't before, but it is now. Because YouTube, and it depends on your relationship with both YouTube and Twitch. YouTube doesn't give a shit. Twitch used to, but now they don't. The only time it does matter is if you have like a contract with like YouTube or whatever. So at least as far as I know. I should probably double check that now that you mention it, but you know, this is more of a test anyway, so we'll see what happens. I doubt I'm gonna get banned for doing this once. CD mode. Let's get going. Yeah, I don't have partners, so I have Twitch partner Rika, so you can. Oh, my UID is there. Fuck. That makes things hard to read. Let's just move this up a There we go. Anyways, I should probably stop music. Just because we're in Genshin now. Sweet. I get times when I exit YouTube, I'll watch a good video condensed on a smaller screen. Yeah, so it's weird because I thought that was supposed to be like a YouTube Premium thing only. But it just started working for me and it hasn't stopped. So I'm like, okay, sure. Like it started, like I have no idea at what point that like stopped being a YouTube Premium thing only and like everybody started being able to use it. Yeah, the new Stellar Reunion UI is actually really dope. It actually like works and shit. Hold on, do you have drops on? I don't know, actually. I don't know how the whole Twitch thing works, to be completely fucking honest. Oh yeah, the message that drops are on. Then they're probably automatically on. Which is strange, but sure, I don't know. What is this? Oh, new thing. I got a new billet trove. Cool. Okay. First things first, I need to use my resin and do... I think I'll get daily stuff on... I think I'll get dailies for the Navia quest. So we should be fine there. I just need to do resin. So let's do that real quick. Okay. I actually don't know what these new artifacts even are. So I should probably like read that first. Because I have no ideas what these do. Okay, so... yeah, Twitch emotes are great. Okay, so you just get flat attack. And for using an elemental skill... okay, so this is just Navia's set. While under the shield granted by crystallized reaction, the above effect will increase by 150%. That's actually kind of sweet for a couple of units. That probably absolutely slays on Ningguang, right? Or am I just dumb? And then this, okay. I have read this fucking novel before. Yeah, no, this is just designed for Navia. It is so, okay. But this one, Song of Days Past. So you just get a healing bonus when the equipping character heals a party member. So does this kind of, from what I'm seeing from this, I did actually read this one. Does this kind of make healing Farina more, like, more viable as like a DPS support? Because like before this, it's a lot more consistent than the description says. That's weird. It'll be good for future. Okay. Because like reading this feels like this would kind of be nuts on a Farina, but I'm not sure. Does it make Farina more viable? Not Farina more viable, healing Farina. Like, because one thing that people will kind of bitch about for Farina is if you're not in her damage state, then she's kind of pointless. Like if you're spending time healing, then you're kind of wasting her potential. But like, okay, so this isn't really worth it. I will farm this because I have no other artifact to farm. I mean, I guess I don't. Do I have a gold? Do I even have golden troop on her? I do. I should actually probably keep farming golden troop because my golden troop stuff actually isn't really that good. Now that I think about it, yeah, no, let's farm golden troop. Where even is that domain? Over here? No, that's that's talent. Over here. That's a weapon. Where's golden troop? Hold on. It's a healing set. Oh, does Chevreuse heal? The fuck? Where the fuck is the golden troop domain? It's right here. I'm a dumbass. Never mind. Chev heals online and C6. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I have no idea what Chevreuse does. I have not even looked into it. I have no fucking idea what Chevreuse even does. Chevreuse is basically overload Nilu? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Strike a pose, just like we rehearsed. Time to shine.
For Chevreuse, I would go Noblesse.
Higher, higher, pants on fire.
I mean, yeah.
My
The doctor will see you.
Remember, health comes first.
Well, I mean, I would expect Chev to be a Nilu, but worse because she is a 4-star. Like, all things considered, she is a 4-star. That is kind of loud. Hold on. Okay, not great. Have you read the description? I have not, actually, now that you mention it. Game audio smidgen. Let me see, actually. Okay, I think I got a couple of these. I could sort by, okay, hold on. What are they called? Nighttime Whispering. Song of Days Past. Control filter. I don't know. Well, I'll look into it. I could probably look them up, to be honest.
Mind the side effect.
Holy Navia, help! Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in song.
This seems like an emergency.
I mean, yes, Xiangling is also a 4-star, but units like Xiangling and Xingqiu are kind of the outliers. They should not be the norm. Honestly, the norm should be units like Chevreuse, which are okay, but like not good. Like okay, but you know you should probably opt for a 5-star instead. And yeah, like saying Xiangling is kind of funny because I am convinced units like Xiangling and Xingqiu are there because that was before the balance team actually knew how the game was supposed to be balanced.
Taking a turn for the better.
Time to shine. Cross over. Shower me with praise.
bitter pill to swallow.
See? Huh? Time to go.
I biffed that. Oh my god.
Strike a pose.
That was way out of my E time. Probably wanted free-to-play characters to be viable. Made some of the launch characters way overtuned. How much do you think is they made them overtuned? Like, I feel like it's more, they didn't intentionally make them overtuned. I think I definitely agree that they wanted to make them good, but I definitely do not think that they intentionally made them that fucking powerful.
The Dactyls. Go! Just like we rehearsed. Yoo-hoo!
Yeah, I've actually been playing Kale quite a bit recently. I'm really enjoying her gameplay with this team. I know this team is not, like, optimal in any sense of the word, but it's actually really fun.
Let my name echo in song. Shower me with... Time to go.
Have I done weeklies? I should probably do whale fight. She gets team-wide heal. Okay, that makes sense. Before I continue, I should probably go do whale before I do anything else. It's the only weekly I give a shit about. Yeet. I would say Chev is worse than Kirara, Layla, and Charlotte. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, again, I have not looked into her kit in the slightest. So I just expected her to be at least half decent, but if she's like, if she said behind those three, then...
A bitter pill to swallow.
I still love this fight. This is such a good fucking fight. Whoa! Okay.
Hi. Strike a pose. See?
Yeet, yeet, yeet. The vibe on this fight is fucking immaculate. I love this so much.
The Dactyls.
Mind the side effect.
How can you not like this boss? That's insane. It's such a cool fucking boss. Wait 5 second DPS windows are surely fun, but still. Here we go. It's time to go back to the rave, boys. Let's go. Ow.
Seems like an emergency.
Probably shield.
Strike a pose. See? Go.
I have to use you. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, brilliant! Try this on for some. Higher, higher, hands on fire.
I actually kind of had to put a little bit of thought into that part of the fight. Hello, Maria, welcome.
The doctor will see.
Remember, help.
Let the world come alive! See? Cross over!
That was a really wimpy hit for Hu Tao. What the fuck?
Hi! Just like we rehearsed.
You can also get flung by his tail if you really stick to it when it flies away. The tail can actually fling you up. It's really funny. People say that it gives Honkai vibes. The reason people say it gives Honkai vibes is because it is so electronic. That is the whole reason why.
Are you sure?
Wow.
Mind the side effects.
Ow, I thought I was out of that. I thought I got out of that one. Please, clip. No, fuck you. Yeah, see, you can get clipped on the side of his tail's hitbox. Yeah, that's yeah, I guess what we're gonna do with that right there is we're going to yeah, we're going to how do I do Twitch moderation? How does this work?
Toodaloo.
There we go. We're good. That's fun. Okay. Twitch moderation is a thing I don't know how to do. But yeah, that's why everybody says it's so Honkai, is because it's so electronic. And like the Honkai soundtrack leans more into that electronic side of things. More so than, whereas like, yeah, you know, Genshin does lean into the more orchestral natural sound things. It's really cool. I find it funny, although it does kind of have more Doom vibes. I can see the Doom vibes. Oh, I did not see that. Sorry. Why didn't you want me to leave the domain? Oh, no, I did. Don't worry. I got the mats. I don't know if I got the right one, actually. Hold on. No, you used the only other one. I accidentally left with that. Okay. I thought you had like something you wanted to show me or something. I was like, okay. Whoopsie-doo.
Taking a turn for the better.
Strike a pose. Right this on for some.
I mean, even if I did, you could just refight, so it's not too big of a deal.
Let my name
Echo in song. Ow.
The doctor will see.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Cross over.
Oh yeah, no. No, I was just banning a bozo. Twitch bots are so fun. Is Hu Tao C1? Yes, she is. My Hu Tao is C1, my Farina is C2. I have problems. Okay.
Mind the side effect.
Hi! Fallen Amber, help!
Remember, health comes first.
I mean, it's Farina, she deserves it. True. Whoopsie-doo.
The doctor will see you now. Go! I can keep going. Time to shine.
Whoa.
Just like we rehearsed. Higher, higher, hands
So-
on fire. Shower me with praise. Fly!
Duel is my favorite boss since Primary Pressure. Yeah, it is. It's a fun boss. I think it's really fun. I think it has incredible incredible atmosphere too. But I don't know. Apparently some people do not feel the same way. Okay, 2 more. I'm gonna do my condensed resins and then we'll be fine.
Mind the side effects. Seems like an emergency.
Hi! Yoo-hoo!
Whoa.
Go! Fallen Amber, help! Let the
Stop
world
it.
Come alive! See? This isn't
Yo.
good.
Okay, I should probably heal up.
Go!
I have not seen anything about the new Honkai stuff now.
Shower me with
Cause like, chapter 2 is the next. Like part 2 is the next chapter, right? God damn it. It's not as fun gameplay wise. Oh, I guess I can see that.
Taking a turn for the better.
I won't deny that the fucking the aesthetics of the fight are kind of what carries it for me. Chapter 2 is already the next update, yeah. Which is gonna be fucking wild.
Time to shine. Go!
Don't do that, that's
Remember,
rude.
health comes first. A bitter pill
Rude.
to swallow.
Just like we rehearsed. Time to go.
But
Fly!
okay. I will never get over that animation. Oh my god. Honkai Impact. I was talking about Honkai Impact, Rika. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So, next thing I need to do. What are these? Okay, don't worry about it. I need 2. I still have Nilu quest I need to do. But I get to claim and unlock. Beep. Accept. Okay. Whew. stretch. Holy shit. Whoa. Okay. Let's go do... You know, unlock quests and then accept it, so you can just unlock them all. Yeah, I probably should, to be completely honest, now that I think about it. You should do a stream knocking out some of the old story quests sometime. Yeah, I should, now that I really think about it. Because, like... I mean, but these are all so, like, such boring ones. Like, you got... I don't know. Maybe not, aside from Nouvellette. I don't know, we'll see. Let's just go do this one. And then maybe one day I keep saying that, like, oh, when the game gets slow, we'll do, like, when the game gets slow, I'll knock out all this old story quests, but I never do. Like, I've never fucking done that. Before you start, what do you think about Navia's character so far? I already love her. Like, I'll hate them Squizes, so I don't know. So, which animation were you talking about? I forget.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered.
Oh, look at these two still talking after so long. Yeah.
Just then, the rain stopped.
Let's see what we got. Chef Loose, yeah.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Hello, Navia. That was okay. No, it's just straight off. Like, the one thing I like can rub me the wrong way about story quests sometimes is they will just, like, not have the character in them for a while until, like, halfway through. Nah, this one, here you go, Navia, straight away.
That voice, it's Navia. I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
Just getting our daily dose of adventuring in. No plans in particular.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson? We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of. Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson.
She came to invite us to the Era Store? Exactly. I mean, I'll hate them's looks carry the quest, kind of, but overall. I mean, fair, but sure. Will Spina de Rosula also affected? Should you really be the ones offering compensation?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well. Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date.
Oh, so you're racking up debt. That's a smart thing that nobody's, like, that's never gone wrong ever in the past. Yeah, yeah, great financial idea there. Navia says her burst is like a confetti cannon in her demo. They're playing at the Taylor meme at this point. Yeah, exactly. All right, good night, Rika. Thank you for joining in.
Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Oh, spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another. So before I came over this time, I took a page from Elusa's book and decided to make a list of everything. This way,
I'm already
it's
sad.
easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off.
And then?
And then, since Malus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own. But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
Mood. I feel that one. Yeah, I feel that to like a spiritual level.
That does sound like you, alright. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, wanna take a look?
Let Paimon see. Wait. There's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
So, instead of shorthand, you just created a logography. Okay.
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fisherman, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
Oh my god, she's such a goofball.
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Maybe just write out each item next time instead of...
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself.
No, I would call it common sense, but to each their own, I guess.
I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important.
Famous last words.
Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Yeah.
So you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, wanna come with me and check out the town for yourself? You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat and head over. It won't take long at all.
Yes, crossing like half of fucking country.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
I'd be interested to take a look.
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Woo!
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine one?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats.
God, these goddamn public transport systems not up to date.
All right, follow me.
What are they even doing?
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah,
They
that's
are?
right. Callus and Navia are
Oh, okay.
self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
I didn't know the names of the lines. I just straight up did not know that. At least they have public transport. Hey, some places in America have public transport. It's just really shit.
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub. So there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson.
Okay. That doesn't make sense to me, but sure.
You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know
It
my father
is
was
what it
like.
is.
Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
Say what you say about New York. They do have a subway. It sure is a subway. I mean, it doesn't work. I mean, a lot like, so, New York has a subway. DC actually has a pretty decent subway system. After going to London, yeah, no, it's nothing compared to like the underground, but they work. They work enough. But when you get to anything other than those like 2 cities, and it's you're pretty much either stuck with driving or maybe you get a bus, and occasionally you get some fun things like train systems or whatever.
But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it.
I thought she said southern and not stubborn, so I was like, what? My father was really southern.
From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions.
Communism,
and no farther.
yes.
That included my mother, too.
We have really good bus transport systems and even rural areas. Yeah, I mean, my college town does have a pretty good bus system, but like only to and from campus is really how it goes. Like the bus system only works if you're a college student. Otherwise, you're kind of boned. Luckily, though, I live close enough to everywhere that I need. It's just I can just walk wherever I need to go.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Raw, yeah, hell yeah, brother. 8-lane highways. I promise. One more lane will fix all our problems. Just one more.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just not very agreeable.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
Thank you, Leslie.
All right, then let's head out.
Allons-y. Allons-y, Alonzo. I've always wanted to say that. Braving the tides together. Woo.
It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person?
Okay, this is getting quite personal right away. You know, I would expect something a little.
Oh, Paimon, sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't.
That's all right.
Paimon, you
I've heard
dumbass.
many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her.
Yeah, come on, Paimon. You. Social cues. Babe.
But sometimes
The more.
I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived?
Okay. I'm just not even gonna say anything about Paimon being
Silver
stupid.
once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name,
That came out of
a
Silver's
cold,
mouth,
inanimate
bro.
object can gain a completely new meaning. So, I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea.
Why would you appreciate that part? That almost killed you.
I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot
He
stop
could.
for them,
I
must
just
continue to
didn't know
keep
he could
moving.
say intelligent things. I thought he was just the kind of the brunt. He was kind of the Fezzik of the group.
The fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward.
Do you miss them?
Always. But no matter what, we can't change the past.
That's what you think. Let's go. No.
But but I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up.
Yeah, hide the pain, girl.
We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
Hide the pain. There's nothing behind those eyes.
Navia, do you think she's doing all right?
No, she's not doing. she's not. No, she's not. No, not at all.
Okay, Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
And you thought it was a great idea to bring up her mother. God, you are a dumbass. Scar already proved that Ermital can't change the past. True, but you know, you never know what this game could fucking throw at you.
Go! Phew.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Her hometown got flooded, she lost her best friend and mentor, her stress is piling up, and she's taking on incredible debt. She's reminiscing about her dead father and her mother who died birthing her. Yeah, exactly. I wonder, this isn't a question you should be asking, Paimon. You should know the answer. She's not doing fine.
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
Can you find the trauma? If you find the trauma, say Navia.
All right. There's no need to be
You need to get
so
Swiper
formal.
in here and get
Everyone's
that
practically
fucker to
old
steal
friends
all
by
their
now.
trauma away.
Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
You're commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson. But since my father was known as Callous the Unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him. But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callous and everything they did.
Should Navia be featured with them too?
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble.
Don't play yourself down like that, Navia. You did like everything in in the Archon quest.
Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
Yeah, exactly, right?
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, sometimes Paimon, most of the time Paimon is a dumbass and completely like, you know, says the completely wrong things, but other times she says base stuff like that.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol.
I'd love to see that. I love me some Mary Poppins ass moments.
Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people.
I mean, well, if that's what you think, you are okay. If that's match what my father did for the people, so sacrifice yourself and ruin your entire name. Yeah, I would say she got at least pretty damn close.
Thanks for the vote of
Close
confidence.
enough.
I just don't think I'm ready yet.
Don't humble yourself, girl. Yeah, you gotta be proud. Have a little bit of pride, okay?
Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callis. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
There's no need for all that. Let's decide on a design right now.
Okay.
Hey, you! Come over here with me.
Okay. Sure. Me?
Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callis, and I'll be Clementine.
Okay.
That's,
Paimon, just shut your
Didn't you
mouth.
say on the boat that Callis and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner.
Okay.
Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
This quest is just an excuse for the traveler and Navia to do silly poses. You know that? You know how Himmel was not like, whenever somebody made a statue of Himmel, he would take like hours and hours and hours to find a proper pose. It's just gonna be us. The entire quest is just gonna be a fucking episode of Freerun.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas?
Shouldn't you be running the show?
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone. So, I want to pick your brain for a bit and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to
I
start
wish I
posing
had
whenever.
Himmel's confidence. I know. It's just like it took him a half a day to find a pose. Text from Ranger. Got it. Let's see. Let's try something for a little imposing. Okay, why not just strike a happy pose?
A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing?
That okay.
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
You never know.
would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Suffer.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're... that
Ha 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 ha. It's giving me that one Final Fantasy X scene. It's giving me flashbacks to that one Final Fantasy X scene.
By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate. Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
I fucking love Karina. Oh my god. Oh, Karina's so good.
But there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callus look too tall next to the lady.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Look at how goofy Ether is. My god. My boy.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Hello, Kara. Welcome.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
Okay. So then place it in the town? It doesn't have to be on a
But
boat.
then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Okay. No? Wait, okay. I don't understand that. Why? Or you put it in the boat that is like the centerpiece of Poisson. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
Something more imposing.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Yeah, Ether, look straight to the camera.
This pose. It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person? If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
I mean, as she should. Girl boss that shit.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that people started digging into Clementine and then Clementine just disappeared them. Okay.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
Well, yeah, that's kind of my reaction. Like, what? 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 Okay.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias.
Okay.
You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else.
The parasol and sunglasses is just too you, Navia. I'm sorry.
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time. Oh, outfits! Oh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
I don't recall this person.
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
I straight up do not remember that. I entirely do not remember that.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me, and she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently. But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift. But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up. So I did forget something important after all.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
She's the assassin's daughter. Okay.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start. Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
Okay, sure. I still don't remember her, but I don't know.
Wrong. Guess who's back?
Hi, Coulter. Who are you?
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, okay. Oh.
That's right. I finally finished serving my time. Gotta say, turns out I was a lot tougher than I thought.
Sure.
After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar, briny smell became a primal call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home.
Yeah, but I could pay a fortune for those photos. Oh my god.
You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
And this guy is?
Let me introduce you.
So, Silver and
This is
Melus are
Coulter,
dead. Long
another
live
of
Coulter.
Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago.
Guilty to what? Guilty to what? Guilty to what, Coulter?
But, looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Oh yeah, we have a lot. We have so much to catch you up on, Coulter. There has been a lot that has happened in the past couple of weeks.
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Convicted for looking too French.
Well, I know the fontaine
oui.
got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask for any more details. You mean
Yeah, Coulter, like,
Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Coulter, like, there was like a whole thing about the primordial seawater and the Archon of your nation. I hope you realize that Farida is not your Archon anymore. I really hope at least you know that much.
Looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case, a lot of things have happened in Poisson since then.
Oh, you don't even know about Melus and Silver, do you?
First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before. So you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
Yeah, sure.
Humble again as always, I see. Even when I was totally sincere with my praise.
Nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people.
Nice. That was just very flat delivery. I love that.
Oh, that reminds me. Where are Melus and Silver?
I knew it was coming.
Aren't they
I knew
always
it.
by your
I
side?
knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
About that.
Yeah. Good way to drop the move, Coulter. Mood, Coulter.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
Look, Coulter, you're here for a reason. We need a replacement.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
Nope.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
Luce and Melissa, dead. They're just gone?
What about Silver?
Luce. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town.
You can't forget Silver.
Believe it.
Hey, keep it together.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
I don't miss that bitch. Oh my god.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair warning, there was a lot.
Including the fact that the concept of the Hydro Archon doesn't exist anymore. You know, the least of which has happened.
Okay.
Yeah, you know. Malus died, Silver died. There's no such thing as the Hydro Archon anymore. What else?
With the wind.
Oh yeah, Callus's name was cleared. His assassin was arrested. Yeah. Heavenly Principles has been awfully quiet about that. I do not think that'll be the case for very long. I think we're gonna get 4.4. We're gonna do Lunar New Year. We're gonna do Lantern Rite, and then after that, it's shit hits the fan. That's my call right now. I've been very bad at predicting how this goes, but
I can't believe that those stories were real.
I'm thinking 4.5.
Happened. Has the world gone mad?
Yeah.
I think you and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Melusa's loss. And the sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. Everything he had, the Spina gave to him. It's unconscionable to have received all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network.
Yep. And Chevreuse is taking the last bit of it. Yeah, I'm thinking 4.5 because I can't imagine that they would do something like that for 4.4 for Lantern, right? Fuck.
We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
Realm
Not a name I've heard before either.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callus believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the Court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships. Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line.
I reckon we'll get Arlecchino and Harbinger fight in 4.6. I hope, dude. I want, even if we don't get I don't even know if we're gonna get playable Arlecchino at this point. But I just want to fight her. I just want to see her again, dude. I miss Arlecchino already.
But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spino di Rosula altogether, and the split was on extremely bad terms.
This time Dane will vaporize instead of the Shogun. That would be fun. I would love that. Yeah, I want to see Dane snap. I want to just see him just go fucking crazy.
And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
Yeah, you could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
Oh, that's a good point. If Callus was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued?
Oh yeah, it eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But
Okay,
Navia,
sure.
I mean, boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like that. He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years.
Dane snapping will probably be less. I'll hate them screaming at more Shoguns. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see like Dane's, because it feels like this entire time Dane has just kind of been doing stuff because why not? I want him to put on a serious face. Like, you know, the Dr. Van Helsing's serious face? Because, like, Van Helsing isn't, like, necessarily a super goofy character. But, like, whenever anything vampire-related happens, he just puts on his serious face. We know Capitano is in Natlan, right? So war advancement would be a good investment. I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess it really depends on what Capitano is doing in Natlan. Dane just meditates too much. He's too mindful, dude.
But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callus's side.
I wonder why.
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeu's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion. They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus's child.
So they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side. Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callus began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
So that's what happened.
From that point on, Romeu and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again. Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies.
Sounds
ever
like it was
since
for
they
the
left.
best, to be honest.
But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
So let's go take him out, bud.
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeu had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeu's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter,
Sweet.
thank you for telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk? I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down
Ooh.
even now.
We get the
I mean,
Balloose
to think that
replacement.
I'll just never see them again.
In that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well.
Okay.
It'll save Laurent's guys a trip. Want to come with me again, you two? You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Oh, of course. That's fine by me.
Then let's go!
Let's go.
Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
I feel like this quest is just gonna be kind of rebuilding her little posse. We're gonna find a silver replacement now here soon. We wanna see the future star of the Spina.
We really...
Let's go. Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Go!
Do, 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 do. Come on. Get up there. There we go. Thank you. Yeah.
Are we not taking the boat this time?
Are we?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip. Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good.
Have I never actually taken
I haven't
this?
walked this road in a long time.
Hold on. Let's go beat this fucker up.
Mind the side effect.
Oh, what a
There we go.
cute treasure coffin.
There's also an oculi over here. Whoa! Rude, rude, rude. Running, running, leaving. I am leaving. Rude. Go. No, 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 no. Whoop.
Ah. Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break.
Okay, sure.
Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too
I
much
have a
about the
feeling.
destination.
I have a journey before destination. Okay, sure.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that at least my work down in the fortress was quite the workout.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callis was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse.
I don't really think that's a bad thing, though.
Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
Of course, Navia. That is the most just mom thing she could have done. She brought granola bars and fruit snacks.
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's been dreaming of them.
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more.
Okay, my new favorite art is I think it's a Hoyo Fair one or something, and it's a bunch of Fontaine character or a bunch of characters at a sleepover. And it's Farina is carrying a bunch of macarons, and Nahida is stealing them. I need to find it. It's the funniest shit.
Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this.
Yep.
Okay. The stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients,
Do you have the almonds?
seems like we're all out of flour and sugar.
Oh,
Two
god damn
most
it.
important ingredients of all.
Damn it. Why? Why? Silver isn't here to get the flour, the sugar, the almonds.
Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
I probably have them in my bag. Like, I don't, you know.
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so he should have some stuff on hand.
Oh, that's great. Then
Yeah,
I'll
I have
leave the
more than
ingredient
enough on
gathering to
hand,
you.
Navia, don't worry.
As long
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chair.
Great. Then I'll prep the stove.
Let's get to work. Wheat and... Oh, okay, no, it's not even flour. It's literally just raw wheat. We have to process it and bleach it ourselves.
Ah, how did it go? Did you?
I've got more than enough sweet flowers. I've got a good amount of wheat.
You've all done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste magnificent! Your cooking is as good as ever, Navia.
Yeah, don't worry. I carry a bunch. I carry hundreds and hundreds of... There are dogs. I carry hundreds and hundreds of swords in my backpack. I literally have, like, a bag of holding or something. Like...
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
Oh, it's just a hobby. There's no need to praise me for it like that.
I honestly think I have thousands of just massive ass claymores in my bag right now.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
You really want to push me from the Adventurers Guild, huh?
Was it that obvious? I just thought you would be a great fit, that's all.
Just make it canon that the Traveler has an armory in the teapot. True, I forget about the teapot.
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down.
We've got a really weird nation to go to next, so I ain't about to let you poach me from the Adventurers Guild before we even get a chance to go to Natland. I've been waiting for this place for 4 years now, or coming up on 4 years. 3 and a bit years. By the time we go there, I'll have been waiting for it for 4 years. So like, yeah, no.
Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
You know, okay, I very badly, like, whenever she says something like that, my reflex is to say Gage, but I am playing Ether, so it's not that.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
Now, that's a interesting thing to say in my chat. Yeah, we're just gonna do that.
I understand now. Then I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you.
Yeah, that's why I just hid them from the channel. They have been sent to the void.
I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous...
Why the fuck would you bought that,
enjoy
though?
every moment
Of
we spend
all
together.
things, of all fucking things, why would you bought that? Like, I at least understand botting, like a link to a weird-ass... Like, why? Why that? Why... Okay.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water in celebration of this moment.
Who's lurking? I thought I heard something just now. Was it just some small critter?
Cheers! Hey, what are you
Cheers.
May your travels go smoothly. May the Spina continue to grow.
Who is
and
following?
may our friendship last until the end of time.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, exactly.
All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
Homestead of. Okay. Let me go grab this Oculus. Da, 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 do. Nope. Up, please. Thank you. That's just wild. Okay, let's go into Fontaine. That's the first time I've encountered a bot like that. To be, I think, at least from what I remember.
I understand my master's intentions. He hoped that I would be able to put myself more in the patient's shoes and not ever be swayed by external factors. He really did have a compassionate heart and was always...
Well, I mean, that's why I don't go into the comment sections of bigger channels, really.
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
The Demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess Chiodi is on her way to getting that fucking monopoly.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. No, and don't forget, she's the boss.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her Demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
We are.
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads.
It just might as well. Go to the comment section of a critical video or something and take a shot every time you see a bot. Okay.
There are few
That's-
things more uplifting
yeah,
than
that's just
taking the
asking
first
to
step
die.
on a new journey.
The boss has got a point.
Alcohol poisoning
Going on a
101.
trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
God, fuck. I can't stop yawning. Ah.
Very well. Please, wait here
I
while
slept for
retrieve
like
the
9
uniform.
hours. Why the fuck am I tired?
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to me. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa, so as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well. But the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her.
Do you have contend with a similar circumstance?
You could say that.
Homestead is
By
that in
uncovering
the
truth about the
background?
case, I was able to give her closure at the same time.
Who is in the background?
She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too.
Who
But
are
for now,
you?
Let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
So it wasn't just hearing things.
Is something up, Traveler?
Somebody's tailing us. Follow me.
Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
This dude has no idea what's going on.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Zoom.
Stop right there!
You cannot run from my bunny hopping.
We knew you were going to be difficult.
The fuck you mean?
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out!
Do I get to slap? Oh, I get big bunk. I get to big bonk.
A bitter pill to swallow. Yeah.
Ow. I don't have any, like...
Hey there! Hiya! Watch out! Fire! Well,
I don't get to big bunk because I don't have a geo
now
to help
talk.
with that.
Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
Big bunk, it's just pressing Navia E and then getting a really dumb big number. She bunks, and it's a very big bunk. Recognize your situation and don't entertain any fantasies of escape. We've got all people up above and down below as well.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
No, we're good.
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken. Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
I love that the random NPCs can think they can beat our character who beat the shit out of a random shogun. I like how they think they can stand a chance against the person that fucking fought off a goddamn whale from another world. Like, bitch!
We're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula.
For what?
We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight. We admit
Oh, Kira, welcome.
we lost.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name?
Crazy! It's almost like we just had that exposition happen like 20 minutes ago.
But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
I would advise you to calm down, or else you might be... You might be found in a fucking gutter.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
You do cat reviews? I don't, because I suck at this game.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day.
Haha. Okay.
Too bad you guys messed up ours first.
I mean, you were drinking already, so I mean...
Huh?
You're lying. You followed us all the way here.
You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway. Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
Be pretty funny to see you reveal builds and kits that you don't even know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could like reasonably do that. I don't know. That would be hard to like make even vaguely entertaining. Because I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Because a lot of it would be me reading the kit. Like,
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time. Understood.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. We get it. Come on, let's go.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
They are intoxicated.
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either. If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
Yes.
It is one of
Plus,
the most
we
primitive
already
practices.
know that they're strapped for cash.
By
If their
definition.
financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Just because you don't want to hold grudges doesn't mean that Romeo doesn't either.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
Big fans.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore.
She's a better person than me. I just throw them a novelette. True!
It's getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it.
I feel like that would be kind of a nice scent to have in your nose as you fall asleep. I feel like that would be soothing.
We can still
Unless
go
it's,
out in
like,
the evening
incredibly
for some grilled
strong.
fish and drinks, so. Bet you there'll be people singing sea shanties too. How does that sound?
Oh, hell yeah, sea shanties. Love that shit.
That does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now.
Okay. What do you think it would sound like? Have we ever actually heard Paimon sing? I feel like that would be weird.
Go!
I feel like it would be very shrill and not very nice to listen to. You've heard her hum? Okay. I guess.
Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Marmonia.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court.
I mean, eventually you would have to start using like a proper building material and not like scrap metal, but you know, one step at a time, I guess.
He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it. You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
I think so.
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Reuse, reduce, recycle, baby. Fleuve Cendre is a completely recycled town. Hell yes.
Oh, did I just
There
hear
is
someone
zero
taking a
waste
dig
here.
at Fleuve Cendre? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
Please, no.
Oh, Paimon,
That sounds
sorry.
itchy.
Please have mercy.
I was
Where are we going? Sit inside. Sit. You enjoy a fantastic meal as well as a wonderful. Okay, as things so you return to your room with Pie here and knock on the door.
Hello? Are you asleep yet?
Navia?
Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest.
Now, there is. There is a way that this could go. I'm just saying. I would be surprised if this wasn't already a fanfiction.
Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Okay.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about. Sure, we'll come.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything.
You're good.
Don't worry. You don't have to do any actual fishing if you're too tired. Just think of it as keeping me... Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
Okay. Go fishing with Navia. Wow. Out here. What's the best way of getting here? From the water. Imagine you're like, yeah, let's go to the fishing spot. You get there is like you're expecting either to just kind of appear from behind you. No, he just fucking appears from the water in front of you. It's like, boo. Yeah, it's just, he's taking so long. Why? He's boo.
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
I don't know.
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
Don't worry about it.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler?
I like Paimon's method, manual all the way.
Let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
Yeah, fishing minigame with Navia.
Honestly,
We already
Paimon's
have
being
that.
a
I always
chef
forget
to
that we
have a
already have
dinner
fishing at
to
this
still
goddamn
have
game.
at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
Huh. It might just be something that runs in my family.
It's just something that runs in my family. Insomnia.
That's a thing.
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina.
True. It's funny how Paimon is so passionate about fishing when that's how that's how we found her in the first place. We just fished her out of the waters of Mondstadt. Your mother is a
My father
fish.
always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say.
We are so close. We are so close to reconstructing my favorite sentence in the goddamn English language. We are missing, like, a word. We have my mother and a fish. We're just missing the most important word.
My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood. All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant.
It's like less than
Luis and
5
Silver
minutes
were
for me,
always
somebody who
there,
doesn't
too.
read fanfiction, to ever find a fanfiction about Navia. I knew that's just right there, dude. That is right fucking there. That is so easy.
No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Malus come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me. I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities.
In one universe, we got that scene. In this universe, we've got Navia trauma dumping. But, you know.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
Must still be really hard for you.
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight.
Nah, girl, I'm here to listen. Don't worry.
Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
It's a miracle she's able to get out of bed, yeah.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Mm-hmm. Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two.
There's automatic...
You want Paimon to help too?
There's automatic things on the... There's a manual reel on the side of the... Okay, reel and the prize catch together. For the rest of the night, your rod continues to rack up catch after catch. That sounds awful. Well, for some reason, Navia can't seem to hook a single fish. Navia is quite upset about her bad luck, but it's only when you begin to head back that Paimon discovers the real reason for the mystery of why she didn't get a single bite.
You didn't attach a hook to your line?
Navia! Navia looks like a person that would have a manic episode because of the
wasting time.
Yeah.
The boss ain't gonna wait all day. We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you wish.
Squeeze me? Coulter? Coulter.
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Yeah, no, Navia is not mentally well. She is not okay. This woman has way too much trauma to just go about without that. The whiplash from not having any build up to that. Yeah, it's just there. That's just a scene who's like, okay, hi, Coulter, you are being dumb.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure.
Don't make me yawn more than I already am, Paimon. Fuck you.
Keep your eyes open anymore.
Ugh.
All right, go to bed.
I'm so fucking
I
tired
had
for
a
no
great
reason.
time today.
See you tomorrow, Navia.
See you tomorrow.
I like how that interval is
was
the beginning
last
of
night?
Claire de Lune.
Did you get a good night's sleep?
I don't know the rest of Claire de Lune. I just know that's the beginning of Claire de Lune.
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar.
There's a
Get it?
fanfic about Ether staying and singing sea shanties with her. That would be actually kind of dope. That would be a very good fluff fic. Holy shit. That'd be a really good fluffy fig. I actually kind of would love that. That would be so dope.
Huh.
Huh. Where'd you get that from?
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
Navia is not amused.
See? This guy gets it!
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I want to see the Fontanians sing sea shanties. That would actually kind of be a cool scene.
I hope so too.
Navia will remember that. Since when are we playing a Telltale game? Oh yeah, this is the really long ladder. Okay. We need to go up, right? Oh, we need to go all the way the fuck to Poisson. Yeet. Okay. I am going to take Maria's advice. I'm gonna get up and take a quick break. Oh, I love Lever Johnny. Oh, it's such a good shanty. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go take a quick break. Gonna go get some snacks and shit and stretch. I will be right back. See you in a bit. Best part about Wellerman's sea shanty is that was a completely modern, modern composition. Most of the other sea shanties that are around are actual like sea shanties that existed at some point, but Wellerman is a completely new one. Which I have always found neat. Still a banger? Yeah, it is. I'll give you that much. Okay. Well, let's get back into it. Real quick. I'm still looking through a list of Navia fanfictions. Well, actually, I kind of want to look at that. AO3, here we go. Will not be showing this. Other tags, people, Navia, sort and filter. 815? Not bad. I mean, I don't know what else you would expect. Yeah, of course there's a lot of smut. I mean, you can tag to exclude it. Let's see. There's a good amount of excluding explicit fics. Yeah, I've got 600 or almost 700 results. That's pretty good. Well, just Navia. I mean, not Navia centric. It's just she's in them. It's a lot of other stuff. There's a lot of Navia and Nubo. That's a pairing and a half. There is some table salt. That took a while. Why is that not like the first fic I see? Come on. Let's see, what else is there? I don't know why you've got me sucked into this again. Okay, I'm blaming you for that one. I'll look into that later. Woo. Yeah, before I get too deep into the AO3 rabbit hole, let's keep going. Let us. Celeste soundtrack fucking slays. Okay.
Yep.
Look at you, Venti. Yeah.
Adele, we're back. We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
God, her voice is so familiar. I remember you now. I remember because your voice fucking drove me nuts. I want to know who you are. I know.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
Hold on. I swear I know her. I know her voice. Oh, you sound so familiar.
It's been a while!
Hello again.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case. I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine. You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
She's so eepy.
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too!
Spent like 20 minutes looking for it. I did, and I still have not been able to find it. It's driving me
Of
nuts.
course.
Aww. It's a zoot.
Oh, it's a Spina di Rosula uniform! Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed. But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh, so that's it! Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia. I'll work hard and grow up as fast as I can.
Hell yeah, because that's how that works.
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got to be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously. Thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
She probably voices somebody else in the game, like another NPC or somebody.
Boss!
Hello, Florent.
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
Bruh. Yeah, we beat up a couple of his lackeys, so he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna just bomb Poisson." You know, completely rational.
What? Explosives? What do they want?
They're just gonna bomb the place. Okay.
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday, but Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as well. Because they abandoned their former posts before we could we investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
They have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court.
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
Oh shit. Okay, so this is a fucking. They're okay. This is just a straight up terrorist attack.
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeu and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. And the Aquabus was the source of their contention. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
So it's two birds with one stone.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson.
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, we have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them
God
from the
damn.
worst of it.
I would hate to live in Poisson just because you're always in the middle of the dumbest fucking crossfire.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be...
My dear partner, Can I leave the Clementine line to you?
Yep.
If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson
Don't
be in
worry about it.
danger, any
I
aquabuses
got
using
you.
the line would plummet to the ground. Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Navia deserves a year-long vacation. Yes, she does. She has earned it. Right now, after this, go on vacation, girl. You need it. You've been on tour for too long.
Leave it to us, Navia. Please stay safe.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Watch out, boss!
Whoa, okay.
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too? Oh. I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas. And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
Just Navia. Okay.
You better stick close to me.
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move. Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question.
If she's clueless about the past, then it's not her fault, you dumbass. Dude, like, come on. You are not thinking with the most rationality. Like, come on. Think about it. If it is her father's fault, then you should not want to kill her. If it was her mother's fault, then it wasn't Navia's fault. If it was like Melissa's and Silver's fault, then it wasn't Navia's fault. She has done literally fucking nothing wrong.
You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson.
Why is that a reason to kill her?
I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little.
And why is that her fault?
And it was all because of you, Navia.
Oh, 'cause she was born. Wow.
Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Melus and Silver died because of you. And so many more dead. Everyone dead, all because of you.
'Cause she totally chose to be born. Wow, crazy.
So the shock and grief you showed us before.
Now you're catching on. I heard Melus was dead the moment I got. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Melus as soon as back then, because of that aquabus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
This is so unhinged. This is so incredibly unhinged.
Don't listen to him, boss. He's just spouting nonsense!
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about
This
you
is
at all?
so unhinged.
Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child? That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing?
She saved the fucking world, dumbass.
Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came?
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
Florent's such a homie. Can't believe he was a disappearance kid. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. But is that really why they support me?
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia. And my mom loves her too!
Yeah, let's go now. Woo! Children are so good in situations like these.
I don't know how to explain it, but I like her. And that's that!
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
You're gonna have to. Boss, there's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
Let's go. Slay, babe. Okay.
Coming at ya! Ha! Ha! Cha! Hiya! Ha! Ha! A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
Bonk. I'm gonna defeat you with the power of love in this gun I found. Yeah, I know, that's exactly what's happening. I'm gonna beat you with the power of love, a gun, and a big fuck-off axe.
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly. And don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
No, she's not.
I don't know, but I have to go.
So much trauma. So many people blaming her for just being born. It's crazy. Short while earlier, you and Paimon dashed to the entrance of Poisson.
Let's hurry up there! We have to protect the Clementine line!
Yeah, apparently the power of love wasn't quite enough, so I'm gonna employ the power of a massive axe and then call that good.
If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
Do 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 do.
Try this on for size. Strike a pose. Go.
Taking a turn for the better.
They certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Ah, yes. What if I just like... if I was a... That was very much a Baldur's Gate thought process, but it was like, what if I took out like a fire arrow and like lit the explosives. Like that would be really funny. It's like, yeah, Navia, I'm on the bad side, rah!
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. How can we disable it?
Cut the blue wire.
Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff.
What's this? That's a keyhole.
Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for?
Or some kind of keyhole or an emergency
Oh,
switch?
that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
We've got a time limit. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah and yeah.
Oh, you found it! That's amazing!
Paimon, you did literally nothing. Paimon, I literally searched all of the corpses. You did nothing.
That should do it, right? Navia and Florent should be able to relax now.
We should still check the perimeter just in case.
You're right.
Do 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 you do 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 do. Boom. Shit.
They're gonna bury Poisson!
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block. I'm doing this the Spina way.
Big ass gun mode. Let's go. Is that a fucking shotgun? Did I see a spray? Dude.
Fire!
This is literally that one episode of One Punch. Why do you look so exhausted? You just shot a gun a couple times. You shot a gun a couple times, girl. Okay, maybe she did a little more than shoot a gun a couple times, but still. It looks like she was like at the end of like a end of a fight in like a shonen anime.
Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. So. One Punch Man? It's an anime. It's actually a really good anime. You should watch it. It's great. I love it. Season 1 is the best. Season 2 is eh.
I have nothing more to say to them. Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to.
Let's go.
Please prosecute them in accordance to the law. Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse.
Yeah, the consequences would have been far worse. I mean, we weren't helping you guys. We did all the work.
All right.
Like,
this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
There literally was no help here because we did everything.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone! And you were so cool!
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time.
You look a little pale. Feeling a bit fatigued?
It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Boss,
Flora.
we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town.
That you know of.
The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well. Seems like Romeo really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all, too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Ah, got it. That's good at least.
Hi, bud. How you doing?
Coulter, I can understand how you feel. The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious. I am not callous, and I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone. But I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula, but once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
That's so unfortunate. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get out of prison. I'm gonna commit a terrorist attack, and then I get caught, straight back to prison. Okay, cool.
Thank you, Navia.
What a dumbass.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person.
Hopefully, things get better now.
Thank you for protecting the Clementine line. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name
isn't it?
that I can see every day would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Just give her some time.
It's okay. Everything's fine now. I'll get you back to Poisson.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand? I really don't have much strength left. Traveler, I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth. Do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
Yeah, Zach Lines!
That's good one.
Yeah!
Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
This is the scene where Ayaka is dethroned? Nah. Oh, okay. That's hard. That's really hard. I don't know. I still think Ayaka's display of the dance is a little bit more. But you know, well, this is okay. This true. Ether is reciprocating in this one. The Traveler is actually reciprocating in this one. The Traveler just kind of watched Ayaka. So okay, yeah, no, that's true.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after taking a break?
Yeah, the scene was really sweet. I feel like it was a bit too on the nose. Maybe a little bit. That's why I'm sticking with the whole Ayaka thing. Or at least, okay. I like Ayaka's a little bit better. I do think that is a much more on the nose, and the Traveler reciprocated in that one. I just like the symbolism of Ayaka's better.
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days.
A few days? Rest for like a week, a month, I don't know. You need more than just a couple of days.
Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me.
A little weird, that's true. That's because I've never heard you doubt yourself before.
I used to think that I'd never doubt myself. But you could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver. It's all thanks to them that I've made it this far in life. Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
I also, okay, here's an interesting thing. Any ship with the Traveler, I like immediately I'm like, okay, I get that. But then then you have to take into account like, but Paimon is there. What is that? Paimon is there. Paimon is always there with the Traveler. So what the fuck does that's like? You could make the polyamory discussion, but like, it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right.
Well,
what are you
since it's
saying,
ended up
Florent?
like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well. There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
The twist is Florent is also a terrorist. It's about to destroy the Clementine line again.
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
Can she even walk? Where are you going? I'll get into Parcel. Yeah, that... Come on, how are you gonna make Navia climb all these ladders and shit? That's just mean. Oh, it's the statue, isn't it? It's the statue. Florent is basically Huto with a fake mustache. I mean, no, I wouldn't. He plays himself a little bit too seriously. He's too serious to be even close to a Huto.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's
So we just.
this?
I like how this person was literally just like, "It's time to get out of the water right now. We need to unveil the statue." He's like, "Ah, okay." She didn't even have time to get out of her diving suit.
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished.
I want Huto and Farina to interact in Lantern, right? That is all I need. That is all I need in life. I need Futa. I need Futa. Okay, no. I need Farina and Huto to fucking. I need them to interact. I want them to be gremlins together. Okay.
But special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before. So I've decided to show you the designs before the final product was done.
Do I really look that bad?
Yeah, you sound that bad. I mean,
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
Put that, yeah. Oh, look at her. Aw, that's adorable.
This is... Papa, Mother, and me.
Oh, it's adorable. I love that.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
I need to put this in my team comp, but it's Farina, Hu Tao, Fischl, and Venti are the theater kids. And I need to make that on my team comps, but like that is so good.
Wow. This is the statue you mentioned before?
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callis and Mrs. Clementine?
Yeah, Hu Tao and Venti already met, and they got off really well. They hit off really well. Nivelle and Zhongli meeting would be even wilder. Yes, they would hate each other. Neuvillette would hate Zhongli. Zhongli, I feel like, would have more respect for Neuvillette, but would know that he hates him. But I would love to see their interaction just from we are both the unwilling grandparent, like the unwilling grandpas to two gremlins.
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We are gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
That's what we believe as well.
I will also believe in the bond between us.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Baby. Aww. That's adorable, we have to say.
It seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable president for all of you. Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier. I'm sure everyone longs for that one thing to me, that would be a family portrait. I've always been super jealous of other people's family photos.
Well, now you get to one-up literally everybody by getting a family statue.
I never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own. Especially not like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky person after all. It seems like looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed. You know, I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life, that's actually a tall order as well. In practice, it's just as hard to achieve my father's expectations for me. Even though my parents had very different personalities, they always had a lot of respect for each other.
I would hope so.
The Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. It would have been a little close-minded to assess or evaluate it only from the perspective of the clan. I think that's probably why she didn't step in to mediate or oppose the building of the lines.
And the last one, So did
Seems like I
you
start looking back on
were you
it.
really big?
Oh, whoa. Why'd you have to remind me? Please don't say that again. It's super embarrassing for me.
Okay, no, yeah, no, okay. There was romantic undertones there. Mhm.
Oh, forget it now. Please forget that I ever said anything. Oh, okay. But please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please don't ever mention it again.
I wonder why would you be embarrassed about that? Yeah. Sure. Okay. Wow. Yeah, no, that's not even subtle. Okay. I do want to make this. I've been meaning to do this. Where are my, like... We're gonna do... Tutel. Add.
Good eye.
Farina.
Witness my magnificence.
Yeah, official.
In the name of the princessen.
And then we got Venti.
Ready for a rehearsal?
And then we named this Theater Kids. Okay. The best ship. The ship? The best team comp. I just needed that. Yeah, it's the Theater Kids. I like who. It's so perfect too. Like who else could you even fit in there? Like nobody else fits in the Theater Kids as much as those four. Like, yeah, there's maybe Lenny, but like he's not quite as much of a theater kid as one would expect. Like, yeah, that's just the perfect team comp. That's the perfect gimmick team comp, and they actually kind of work together. Yunjin, okay. There's a difference between a kid who was in theater and a theater kid. If you get my drift. Yunjin is like, she has her shit together. Like Yunjin has her shit together. She isn't like Delulu, right? She isn't like a goofy Delulu, right? But like everybody else in the theater kids.
Ad
is.
Astra Abyssa. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra Abyssos.
Dispatch again. Yay. Yeah, Teva has more nerds than theater kids. Because theater kids are a very like specific breed. And I would know because that was like my friend group in high school. Hell, that is my friend group right now.
I understand my master's intentions. He hoped that I
You
would
were
be
so fruity. I don't know you. What do we got? Did we get new?
Thanks to you guys, my Eluzars disappeared
Oh yeah,
without
I
a
forgot that
trace.
was a thing that
It's
Kale
the
had.
miracle that I never dared to wish for. I never held out hope for a cure. I just figured I'd try and just do as much as I could before my body stops moving. First, I was focused on revenge, then forest patrol. And now, finally, I am free to live my life.
I love the nugget. Oh, she's so adorable. You were almost level 6. Christina is so good as Kale, but have you heard her JP dub? I have not. Let me actually do that real quick. Do I have JP downloaded? I don't even think I do. I don't. I straight up do not have JP downloaded. Let's go look at that on the wiki. Voiceovers. Japanese. What's a line I want to hear in Japanese? What's a kale line that I want to hear in Japanese? Well, yeah, let's hear.
My hobbies? Sewing, practicing gliding, and helping people. Sounds familiar. Well, that's because I want to be someone that gives people that warm feeling too.
Yeah, let's do that.
Mae, アンバーからの手紙にお前のことが書いてあった。まさかあれからモンドであんなにたくさんのことが起こったなんてな。でも残念だけど、私は字を飛ばしながら読んでいたから、細かいところはよくわからなかったんだ。もう一回教えてくれるのか？
That sounds familiar. Who is your voice actress? Japanese VA. You are Ryoko Meikawa. Who have you voiced in the past? Wow, holy shit. Like nobody. She's extras in Oshinoko. She's in Reverse 1999. She's in Mobile Suit Gundam. This is like her, like, whatever, a really early role for her. She's in Fruits Basket. Wow, she's in nothing. Holy shit. No. Let's see.
お前らのおかげでマリン病は消えた。これはかつての私には想像もできない奇跡だ。だって私は完治するなんて希望を持ってもいなかった。体が動かなくなる前にもう少し多くのことをやりたいと思っただ。
I don't know. My benchmark for a good kale is the one line when the traveler tries to touch her. I would have to hear that in Japanese just to kind of be the benchmark. Just because that is the line that sold me on Christina's on Christina's performance. Because Christina did that one so fucking well. Honestly, like, the further we get into this game, the more I'm like, this game is kind of becoming the anti-dub versus dub is better, like, yeah, dub is better, or sub is better. Because, like, no, there's so many incredible performances in this fucking game for the English. It's so good. Have you heard Hu Tao's dub? I have. It is good. I actually prefer her Chinese, but I also understand how fucking insane her Japanese VA is. Vulnerable Hydro. Okay. Because I just think her lines, like... Yeah, because...
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy Hilly
Like,
churl.
the thing with Hu Tao is a lot of her... She is so ingrained in Chinese culture, that a lot of her stuff just sings in Chinese. Like, a lot of her lines are so, like, tied back to how the Chinese language works that it doesn't translate really well, and, like, so that's why I just love her Chinese so much more. Yeah, because her JP plays Megumin. She plays... who else do you play? Amelia and ReZero. She fucking plays Penny Parker? No way! Okay. Mobile Suit Gundam. That looks to be her main role as Megumin. Which I'm not a big fan of Konosuba, but to each their own. Oh, she plays Setsuko! Oh, that's adorable. Yeah. Oh yeah, she also plays Ai. Yeah, she plays Ai in Oshinoko, so yeah, no, that'll do it. But yeah, no, that I'm weird in the fact that I prefer Hu Tao's CN.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Yoo-hoo! Cross over! Just like we rehearsed. The doctor was... Let the world come.
Lego. Cause like even Hu Tao's like Hilichurl song, I actually do not like the Japanese Hilichurl song. I think it just isn't good. It doesn't have any flow. It's really stupid in English, but in the Chinese, it's actually kind of dope because it's a really morbid children's song. But instead of rabbit, it's Hilichurl. I need to do these more because I want this glider. Vulnerable Geo, I can do that shit. Okay. Do you do 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 do. Okay. Let's see what we got. Play with English for the JP dub. That's really good performances. Yeah, it really does.
Like an emergency.
I am incredibly glad to have just the incredible casts that we have in every language, not just like JP or CN. Every language has an incredible cast. Especially Farina. Holy shit, Farina has just an insane performance in every fucking language. It's crazy. Dare I say, Farina is best in English, though. Amber deserves an award. Yes, she does. Oh my god. I'm never gonna get over. I'm never gonna get over that performance. Oh my god, it's so, cause like the fact that she has like an entirely different like mode of speaking when she's not trying to like pretend. Ray Chase too, yeah, Ray Chase, yep. Fontaine's voice actors just knocked it out of the park. And for all the world, Hydro. Okay, we're good. It was just Fontaine's cast has got to be my favorite so far. Like Sumeru was really good, but Fontaine just brought it to another level with the English cast. Just alone, Amber and Ray Chase can't kind of carry it, but add on to Aaron Yvette and like Damon Mills and all of them, and Anais Quinones, dude.
Time to shine.
Such good actors. No, don't do that. That's rude. Thank you. I've been playing way too much Wizard. I've been playing too much Wizard 101. I keep pressing X to pick things up instead of F. Damon Mills has crazy range. I still cannot believe that he plays both Linny and Blade. That is so dumb. That is so stupid. that he has no right to have that good of range. That is so dumb. Oh my god. That man is so talented. Okay. Let's see. I'll check the Fountain of Lucine, but aside from that, I think I'm good. I think I'm done for the day. Oof. Okay, 24, yeah. Got it. Yep. I was just curious if the Easter egg would play again, but it doesn't, so. Alrighty. Well, that's about all I have for today. Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Both on YouTube and on Twitch. Wow. That's interesting. That is very interesting. I'll try it for the next couple of streams. See what happens with that if the Twitch stream picks up any steam. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Next week I will not have a Sunday stream. I will have a Saturday stream. We're gonna do next Saturday. We're gonna probably do some Honkai, Star Rail, and then Sunday I'm moving back up to school. So, yeah, that's the plan, and then we're back on the regular schedule from there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys Saturday. So, bye bye, y'all.